Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SaunaiE. I'm your host, XO. It's Monday, June 7th, 2021. And as far from Mondays goes, I'm going to start dropping the episode or around like 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And dropping that, just giving myself more leeway because I feel like Friday, then Monday back-to-back drops are cutting it kind of close. So by 12 p.m. on Mondays, you'll have that new episode for you, the mental health of Mondays. But if this is your first time listening, thank you for tuning in. On SaunaiE, we're here to, our mission is really to build our personal development when it comes to mental health as well as financial literacy, and sustaining those over time with good productive daily habits, starting with the morning routine, doing the little things like a gratitude journal, as well as budgeting when it comes to financial literacy, and really being on your finances and doing the emergency funds. So with every different episode, we touch on different different topics dealing with either mental health or financial literacy. And on Mondays is our mental health Monday shows, and Fridays are financial Fridays. And last episode, just over broke, we discuss signs to quit your job, and you shouldn't quit your job until certain things are lined up in your life. Like number one being having that emergency fund and having that to cover your expenses worth 6 months worth of expenses and getting that done, as well as different signs to quitting your job where you're feeling miserable in the morning and don't want to go to your job. You're like, oh man, I don't want to go. I just want to lay down, go to sleep, or do something else. So check out that last episode, Just Over Broke. I'll greatly appreciate it. Leave a review and let me know what you think. But on this episode, Mental Health Monday, one of my favorite things about mental health, because everything starts with the mind, and everything you want to do starts with the mind, and having awareness and having control of your mind and your emotions is where it all starts. And this Mental Health Monday, we're going to be discussing checking in with people, questions to ask people, to check in with them, even though they may see like, oh yeah, I'm good. Every time we ask a question like, oh, how are you? The typical response is, I'm good. How are you? I'm good, and you, instead of getting real in detail with the questions and the questions that we ask, so we can have a deeper connection with the person and deeper communication, knowing like, yo, I know you're going through something or you're dealing with something, you don't want to open up to me, but I'm gonna still ask these questions, and I want you to open up because I want you to know I'm here for you regardless of what you're going through or what you've been through. And having that checking in with people and seeing how they are mentally, it all starts with us. It all starts with, if you're listening to this right now, get a pen and pad. You're gonna take some notes and really just ask these questions during the first segment, which is checking in with people. But first, we're gonna get into the quotes of the day. My first quote is, taking good care of yourself helps you take good care of others. And that's facts. Taking good care of yourself, it's like it's an outpour of you where you want to help other people and really show them like, hey, this is a good way to take care of your mental health. This is a good way to take care of your physical health. This is a good way to take care of your financial health. Oh, this is what I've learned. And it's like, when you're taking care of yourself and doing good things for yourself, you want to really help other people, and you want to put that on other people and show them the way, or show them how you're doing it, as well as helping them so they can take care of themselves, either when it comes to mental health, physical health, financial health, even spiritual health. And taking good care of yourself starts with you doing the little things, having a morning routine, doing a gratitude journal, meditating, deep breathing, exercising, doing this good stuff to take care of yourself, eating right, being aware of what you're consuming visually and internally, and really just taking care of yourself. You want to take care of others. That's when it comes to me, like working out consistently. I want to have the people around me working out. I want to have the people around me eating healthy, eating good, and really having them and uplifting them any way I can. So it all starts with you to build up your community. Once again, the quote is, taking good care of yourself helps you take good care of others. My second quote is, if you miss an opportunity, believe another one will find you. They say opportunities come and go, and we all know that. And when that perfect opportunity comes and it goes and we really dwell and regret on it, we don't realize in the moment that another opportunity is coming. So we have to let go and let that opportunity go, because maybe it wasn't meant for us at that time. Maybe we thought we were ready for the opportunity. We thought we were so ready. I'm so ready for this opportunity. I want to do it now. But maybe the universe or maybe God was like, no, you're not ready right now. I'm going to let this opportunity pass, but it'll come back around when you're really fully ready. So if you feel like you missed opportunity lately with anything in life, just know the opportunity is coming back around. Just keep your antennas up and be alert. But once again, that quote is, if you miss an opportunity, believe another one will find you. And I'll be right back with SaunaiE. Very different. Okay, so my segments that I have up for today is, the first one will be checking in with people and the questions we should ask someone checking in with them. Then number 2 is ways to boost your self-confidence. And number 3 is reflective gratitude questions to ask yourself at the end of the night. And then we finish it up with things you can control. And each of one of these topics deals with, mental health, as well as boosting our mental health, boosting our community's mental health, our family, our friends' mental health, by asking these questions, as well as writing down ways to boost your self-confidence, as well as the gratitude questions ask yourself at night. Things you can control, that's in your power, that's in your realm, that you should focus on instead of focusing on things you can't control. And first, we're going to dive into the first subject, the first topic of today's podcast, which is checking in with others, checking in with people, even if it's people you see every day, your family, your mom, your dad, your sister, your siblings, cousins, anybody. Checking in with them, asking these questions just because it's the right thing to do. And we all want to know how we're all doing when it comes to our mental health, and especially when dealing with things in life. We all deal with things differently. So it's always good to have that outlet to talk to vent to when it comes to checking in. And the first question you may ask is, what's been the toughest part of your week? I know you'd be like, it's just Monday, but what was the toughest part of last week? Maybe it's you missed a deadline that you've been dwelling on. Maybe you didn't get a job somewhere, or maybe you didn't lose the weight that you wanted to lose, or some tough part of your week. What was the toughest part of your week? Think about it now and dwell on it, as well as write the question down. And then you'll be like, all right, that was the toughest part of my week. And the next question you ask is, what's the best part of your week? You're like, the best part of my week, I found $50 on the train or something on the bus, something like that. And you're like, that's the best part of my week. So asking that question, what's the toughest part and what's the best part of the week, you really open up and get in deep into the conversation of like, okay, that was the tough part of your week. That was a good part of your week. Then you're like, is there anything I can support you with this week, or anything I can support you with in general? And that gets the mind thinking like, is there anything they can support me with? Any fitness goals, financial goals, mental goals, physical goals? Maybe I need a ride to work this week, or just something that they can support you with or help you with. That's where you want to start thinking, and they start thinking too, like, okay, they can help me with this. And then another one is, what's a reoccurring thought you've been having? What is a thought that's been in your mind or in their mind that's been reoccurring for you yourself? And then you're thinking like, damn, I've been having this same reoccurring thought. I didn't think nothing of it at the time, but this thought has always been popping up. And you having that reoccurring thought, Vincent open up with people, and they were like, okay, I've been having this reoccurring thought, and you having that conversation like, damn, why have these thoughts been coming up in our head reoccurring? And then y'all both help each other out. The next one is, what's your biggest concern right now? And that's deep. You're like, what is your biggest concern right now? We in June. Maybe you behind on some payments, in debt somewhere, or maybe you just feel like your mental health has been shaky lately, or just different things like that. What is your biggest concern right now? You yourself. Then we go into, what are you proud of? What are you proud of this week? What are you proud of today? What are you proud of that you've done? What are you proud of? Asking that question. And another one, the next question is, and the last one is, what have you learned about yourself recently? What have you learned about yourself recently? Me personally, what I learned about myself is I like reading. I'm like reading more. Like this book I'm reading, Atomic Habits, is a great book. I like reading and really taking notes and really letting the words, the book resonate with me, and really going back and checking and seeing how that applies to me, how that applies to my life, and really reading more. I'm been reading a lot this month. This year. So reading is like what I've learned about myself that I like doing, as well as what I'm proud of, the SaunaiE, where it's going, where I'm headed, and where it's been. What's my biggest concern right now? Trying to find a way to get more listeners, more subscribers, as well as putting out more product for the people. So if you can help me with that, let me know. I'm just going back through the questions that's here. What's a reoccurring thought you've been having? Reoccurring thought I've been having is really trying to tone up on my fitness. Really toning up on my fitness and doing the right thing. You hear the dog barking. She like, yeah, me too. But really toning up and focusing on my fitness and really getting that. Is there anything you can support me with? Sharing the show, spreading the word, building the mental health with your family, with your friends, talking about mental health, discussing how you are mentally with them, as well as how are they doing mentally. What's the best part of my week? It's Monday. New episode out. That's the best part of my week right now. What's the toughest part? Ain't no tough part right now. So, but just asking these questions with the people, with your peers, with your family, and really get into it, dive it in, and seeing how they're doing, how they are mentally, how they are physically, how they are spiritually, how they are financially, and really having them conversations and not just brushing them off, and really talking to them and really sitting there and listening, putting the phones down. Maybe you have to go out for a drink. Maybe you want to have that conversation at home, or however you want to do. Just check in with people and be prepared to listen to what they have to say. Sometimes the hardest part of checking in with someone is coming up with the right questions. And now you have a list of questions to ask, and those questions will build and have a deeper connection between y'all two. I'm going to give y'all a brief break, and then we're going to jump into the next segment, which is ways to boost your self-confidence. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll be right back with SaunaiE. So this next segment, we're going to combine into two. We're going to make this one with the ways to boost your self-confidence and reflective gratitude questions. So ways to boost your self-confidence. Number one, spend time with people who boost your morale. Who have you been spending time lately? Have you been feeling confident with yourself, or have you been questioning yourself, doubting your environment, doubting your friends? Who have you been around lately? Who's been boosting your morale? Who's been boosting your positivity? Who's been boosting you all around to where you want to stay around them, where you want to gravitate towards them? And who's sucking up your energy? Who's really belittling you? Who's not really putting some good energy into your life? Who's not boosting you up? Who's not supporting you, motivating, inspiring you? Who have you been spending time with lately? Have they been boosting your self-confidence, or have they been draining your self-confidence? So spend time with people who boost your morale. Next one is, think of one thing you are grateful for. What are you grateful for lately? What are you grateful for today? Every day, wake up and think of a new thing that you are grateful for. What are you grateful for this day right now? As you listen to this, think of one thing you're grateful for. You might be like, I'm grateful for I woke up today, or I'm grateful for this podcast, or I'm grateful for this drive to work, or I'm grateful for this exercise that I had today. Think of one thing you're grateful for. Next up, write down an achievement you're proud of. What is something you achieved recently that you're proud of? It doesn't have to be big, it can be small. Little wins always matter too. What is something you achieved that you're proud of? Okay, now another way to boost your self-confidence is uplift someone else around you. Who's been feeling down around you? Who's been having low energy, low vibes, that every time you go around them, they like feeling like they're on a low battery where they need to be charged up? That's where you come in. Uplift someone around you and take them out. Maybe you have to take them out for lunch, or even just talk to them and see how they're doing. Checking in, we're using those questions in the last segment, and really seeing How can you uplift somebody? Maybe you have to get them a favorite drink, or maybe just walk and talk with them. Doing something little like that, that'll boost your self-confidence. The next one will be spend time outdoors, connect with nature and yourself. And that is big, because I feel like you should always be connecting with nature on a daily basis, as well as connecting with yourself, seeing how you're doing when it comes to your mental health, seeing how you're doing when it comes to your physical health, see how you're doing when it comes to your identity and who you are and what you believe and what you are pursuing and want to achieve in life. So spending time with nature, walking outside, putting the cell phones down, and really hearing nature, hearing the sounds around you, seeing the places and sights, the trees around you, and really just walking and really just connecting with yourself, connecting with nature, and seeing how and what you feel. And those, when it comes to building your self-confidence, those are the few things that you can do. Spending time with people who boost your morale. Think of one thing you're grateful for. Write down an achievement you're proud of. Uplift someone else around you. Spend time outdoors. Connect with nature. Connect with yourself. Exercising. Doing exercising is always perfect. It always boosts your self-confidence, because as you're working out, the endorphins kicking off in your head, and you're like, oh yeah. You look in the mirror, checking yourself out. So working out, doing that consistently builds your self-confidence. Running, walking, eating healthy, doing the little things always build your self-confidence. It doesn't have to start with the big wins. Start with the little wins where you can boost your self-confidence day by day. Thinking what you're grateful for, writing down an achievement you're proud of, uplifting someone. Do the little things. The little things boost your self-confidence. And now we're getting into gratitude questions to help you reflect at night. The first one is, how was I challenged today? How were you challenged today? Whether it come to being in college, being in class, you've been challenged with midterm or with some finals, or you've been challenged to get a paper done in time, or you've been challenged at work to put together an event or put together a meeting, or you've been challenged in some other way, facet, or form. What made me laugh today? Who made you laugh? What made you laugh? Who did you connect with today? Who did I connect with? Every day, we should always be connecting with somebody new, learning something new from somebody else. We shouldn't always be around our same circle. We always should be trying to meet new people, network with new people, talk to new people, and see how people view people's views, and see how people operate, and really connecting with somebody. The next one will be, what inspired me today and why? What inspired me today and why? What inspired you, and why did that inspire you? Next up, we got, what am I looking forward to tomorrow? What are you looking forward to tomorrow? Tomorrow is Tuesday. Some people are like, yo, it's Taco Tuesday. But what are you looking forward to tomorrow? What is something you're like, yo, tomorrow I'm looking forward to this. Tomorrow I'm looking forward to this. So asking those questions at night. How was I challenged today? What made me laugh today? Who did I connect with today? What inspired me today, and why? What am I looking forward to tomorrow? Asking these questions to yourself, even passing these questions on to your peers, and letting them know, hey, ask these questions at night. Being more grateful, showing more gratitude, and expressing yourself. That'll really help you out and push you over the limit, where you're really happy and grateful for the next day, grateful for today, and grateful for this moment. But I thank y'all for tuning in for these 2 segments, and then we're going to hop into our last segment, which is things you can control. And I'll be right back with SaunaiE. And now we up to the final segment. I know y'all like, no, not the final segment. Yeah, the final segment, people. We're down to the final segment of today's show, Mental Health Mondays, and we're closing it out with things you can control. And number 1 would be your attitude. Your attitude to anything that's coming at you, coming towards you. How you control your attitude towards anything. Thinking before acting. And I had an episode before, I believe like 2 weeks ago. It's titled, Are You Responsive or Reactive? Controlling your attitude is coming down to, are you going to be reactive to how people come at you, or are you going to be responsive to how people come at you? Another thing you can control is your reaction towards it, your beliefs towards something, your perspective. You can control The way you treat others is all in your control. The way you treat yourself, something you can control. So your attitude, your reactions, your beliefs, your perspective, the way you treat others, the way you treat yourself, you can control these things. Sometimes we try to control stuff that's out of our realms. How we try to control other people's attitudes, we try to control other people's reactions, we try to control other people's beliefs, other people's perspectives. We try to control how people treat others and how people will treat themselves. But it's like it all starts with how we treat, and it all starts where and focuses on what can we control, which is our attitude, our reactions, our beliefs, our perspective, the way we treat others, and the way we treat ourselves. When we start there, we can start helping other people that we see that don't have control over themselves or don't have control at all. Another thing is the effort you put in. You always have the control of the effort you put in where it goes to anything in life. You always control your effort. You control the risk you take. You control what you consume mentally, physically, internally. You control that. You control what you invest your time in and what you invest your money in. You control how you express yourself. You control the time you spend appreciating things, and you control the time you spend worrying about things. So everything is in your control when it comes to the effort you put in, when it comes to your mental health, your financial literacy, your fitness, your spiritual health, your family health, your relationships. You control the effort you put in. You control the risk you take in life when it comes to investments, when it comes to putting yourself out there, shooting a shot at somebody. When it comes to just things in life, taking risks. Life's all about risk. Without risk, there's no reward. So be able to take them risks, and you control the risk you take. Sometimes you may have to take a calculated risk, but taking the risk when it comes to certain things in life. You control what you consume. Consume when it comes to how much Netflix you're consuming, how much internet you're consuming, how much social media you're consuming. You have the control over that, where you can be like, no, I got to stop. I got to read a book, or I got to go study for this, or I have to do this, instead of consuming stuff that you know you shouldn't be consuming as much. As well as when it comes to food too. What food are you consuming? Like, damn, I should be eating healthy right now, but you're going to steady consuming, eating a burger on a consistent basis, or eating some steak or something like that. Like, you know what you consume, and it's all in your control. And it starts with you. You have control of where you're spending your time and your money. What have you been doing? What plans do you have? How can you accomplish your 5-year plan within 6 months? What do you need to do? What do you need to start investing your time in? How do you need to schedule out your days, putting them time blocks in where you're like, yo, from this hour to this hour I'm studying, from this hour to this hour I'm eating, from this hour to this hour I'm doing this, from this hour to this hour I'm doing that. Putting your time and your day together so you can accomplish what you want to accomplish in 5 years within 6 months to a year. It's all about evaluating your time, controlling your time, taking control of your time, and putting in the effort, and putting the time, and putting it where you need to do the things you need to do instead of bullshitting around. As well as, what are you investing your money in? Are you saving your money? Are you investing your money? Are you a consumer? Are you an investor? Are you a consumer? Or are you a creator? Are you consuming everything? Or are you creating the consumptions? That's what it comes down to. You have that control. You have the control of how you express yourself when it comes to anything and everything in any situation. You have the control when it comes to the time you spend appreciating things, as well as the time you spend worrying about things. But with that being said, I'm going to give y'all a brief break, and I'm going to hit y'all with the recap. Thank you for tuning in to today's show. I greatly appreciate y'all. I'll be right back. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to today's episode of SaunaiE, Mental Health Mondays. I hope this episode helped you out, helped yours out, and really y'all took notes. I hope you are going to ask these questions when it comes to checking in with people, as well as boosting your self-confidence. The gratitude questions at night, asking yourself those gratitude questions, as well as writing down things you can control and being aware of what you can control and what you can't control, and staying focused on what you can control. And with this episode, we back at it again. I'm great. I hope this really helps you guys out, as well as help me out asking these questions. But let's get started with the reflection, the recap of the quotes. My first quote was, taking good care of yourself helps you take good care of others. Start taking care of yourself. when it comes to your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health. What are you eating? What are you consuming? What are you reading? What have you been doing lately? Have you been outside with nature? Have you been walking around? Have you been exercising? Have you been taking the right juices, eating the right fruits, eating the right vegetables, doing like that, doing the things like that, taking good care of yourself so you can take care of the others around you. Number 2, if you miss an opportunity, believe another one will find you. I always like to say what's meant for me will always be for me. So if an opportunity passes, another one will come 15 minutes later. So just always keep your head up and be on the lookout for every opportunity that comes your way, and make sure that you're ready for the opportunity. You don't think you're ready just because you like, I've been putting all this work in, I've been grinding, I've been doing it. Make sure you're fully ready for the opportunity. And then we jumped into our segments of the day, checking in with people, asking those questions, as well as checking in with yourself. You can ask these questions to yourself as well. What's been the toughest part of your week? Asking that question to yourself, and you're like, you can write it down. Like, this has been the toughest part of my week. And then when you're going on to the next question, like, what's been the best part of my week? This is the best part of my week, and why? Then you jump into, is anything I can support you with? And you can ask that question to yourself too. How can you support yourself in anything you're trying to do? You always got to be your number one fan, your number one supporter. You always got to support yourself through anything and everything, and knowing like, yo, I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. It all comes down to what I say. As well as asking the question to yourself and to your peers, what's a reoccurring thought you've been having lately? Then jump into, what's your biggest concern right now? What are you proud of? What have you learned about yourself recently? Asking those questions, opening up and really communicating with people and letting them know that, hey, I'm here for you through anything. You can always communicate, talk to me, vent to me, open up. Likewise, the door is open. It's an open door policy. So have that with people. Ask those questions to yourself too. Ask these questions on a weekly basis to yourself too. Check in with yourself and see how you're doing mentally. Then we jumped into ways to boost your self-confidence. Spending time with people who boost your morale. Who are the good, great people in your life that bring positivity, that always boosts you up, that always inspires you, that always motivates you, that you're like, damn, I love being around these people. Stay around those people. Keep those people in your life. Think about one thing you're grateful for. What are you grateful for this week? What are you grateful for today? What are you going to be grateful for tomorrow? Always be grateful. Always speak and be in a grateful mindset and speak gratitude into life. Write down an achievement you're proud of. Every day, write down an achievement you're proud of. Today, I'm glad I achieved this. Today, I'm glad I achieved this. Yesterday, I'm glad I achieved this. Every day, write down that achievement that you're proud of and be proud of it. Soak it in. Close your eyes and visualize that you consistently making that achievement, doing a new achievement, and doing that. Uplift someone else around you. Who's been feeling down lately around you? I know you can sense the energy, sense the feelings. Who's been feeling down? Uplift them, inspire them, bring them under your wing, and really take them up, uplift them in any way you can. Next one, spend time outdoors and connect with nature. Spending time outdoors, connecting with nature, doing a walk, doing a gratitude walk, doing a mindfulness walk, walking, meditating, doing all that, being outside with nature, seeing the trees, seeing the buildings, seeing the houses, seeing the grass, seeing the birds, all that. Being outside, feeling the air, feeling the sun, being outside and just utilizing and just really soaking it all in and being grateful for everything that's around you, everything that you're feeling, everything that you're seeing, and connecting with yourself too while you're outside, as well as exercising. Exercising is a great way to boost your self-confidence. Work, cardio, lifting weights, anything that you do where you're exercising for at least 30 minutes, boost your confidence, get some endorphins kicking, and really helps you out to who you're trying to be. Then asking those questions at night, those gratitude questions to help you reflect at night. How was our challenge today? What made me laugh today? Who did I connect with today? What inspired me today and why? What am I looking forward to tomorrow? Asking these questions and really reflecting on them. Like, yo, how was our challenge? Who did I connect with? What am I looking forward to tomorrow? And really just reflecting and digging deep and really asking yourself these questions, having that time with yourself at night and just reflecting. And then things you can control. What's in your power that you can do? Your attitude, your reactions, your beliefs, your perspective, the way you treat others, the way you treat yourself, the effort you put in, the risk you take, what you consume, what you invest your time and money in, how you express yourself, the time you spend appreciating things, the time you spend worrying about things. That's all in your control. Focus on what you control and don't focus on what you can't control. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Share the show with a friend. Share it on social media. Send a text to people. I know we stay texting. Text this to somebody. If you have a social media, if you have an IG, tag the show at SaunaiE. Post it on your feed. Post it in your story. I greatly appreciate it. We're still doing the hat giveaway. So check us out on patreon.com/SaunaiE and fill out the poll and leave your information too. I'll send you a hat. Doing a hat giveaway as well. Check out the website SaunaiE.com. Leave a review. Check out everything. Check out the social media. Every social media. If you have Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, IG, all that, SaunaiE everywhere. Follow us. Loop in, tap in with us. Become friends. Make that connection. I'm here to help you. You're here to help me. How can I help you with anything that you're trying to do? Reach out. Don't be afraid. I greatly appreciate it. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Remember, you become what you think. Think discouraging thoughts and you will get discouraged. Have a great week. I'll be back again Friday.